SoftBank just announced their earnings this morning that they made $20 billion off of OpenAI, at least on paper, and now they want to invest $30 billion more. This company, by the way, SoftBank, is the same one that lost $16 billion on WeWork. Same CEO, same playbook, and nobody is talking about it. So they hit $1.6 billion net, which is a miss based on what the analysts were expecting. But they also reported a 19.8 cumulative gain on OpenAI, despite the fact that this is just on paper. Of that, they argue that $4.2 billion of the gain was just this quarter, which offsets their losses on Coupang, Didi, and ByteDance. They own 11% of OpenAI, a company which, by the way, as we've said before here on the channel, does not make money. They are not a profitable company. And the CFO of SoftBank, Yoshimitsu Goto, said that 60% of the company's assets are now, quote, ASI-oriented investments. And by ASI, he means artificial superintelligence, what Sam Altman is selling us the dream of, but has yet to materialize. To free up this cash, SoftBank has been making some troubling moves. They actually sold their entire stake in Nvidia for $5.83 billion and then sold $12.73 billion worth of T-Mobile stock. So they are centralizing around these ASI plays and specifically around investments in OpenAI, a company that does not make any money. And it actually gets juicier than that. They're actually taking out loans against ARM Holdings to help finance this. This is like your buddy who is always losing money on gambling, never wins, has gone from middle-class salary to pretty much destitute over the past year, frittering away all of his money on gambling. And he comes to you and he's just like, hey man, can I borrow $10? I got some inside information. Can I just borrow $10? That's exactly what SoftBank is doing here. They're buying from all their other investments. They're getting loans and they're funneling it all into ASI plays, which we know based on their balance sheet is primarily OpenAI investment, a company that does not make money. And maybe it's already a sunk cost fallacy at this point. SoftBank has already put $30 billion into OpenAI. As I mentioned, SoftBank is OpenAI's largest private backer. So why not throw some more cash at it? OpenAI, as you know, if you've been watching the channel, is working on a $100 billion funding round, and SoftBank is considering funding $30 billion of that. By the way, that funding round would value OpenAI at between $830 and $850 billion. And you know we like to contextualize stuff on this show. That's about the same GDP as Argentina, which is like not a super rich country, but at the same time, this is a company in the US led by a guy that has never had a real job and is not an engineer. So he's doing pretty well for himself. And what's more concerning is the CEO of the same company, Masayoshi Son, says that we are 10 years from artificial superintelligence that is 10,000 times smarter than humans. So they're betting the entire company on a hypothesis that by the CEO's own admission is not coming anytime soon. And if you don't take my word for it, take Sam Altman's, because he's a super credible guy, right? That always delivers on what he says in a reasonable time frame. By their own projections, they're expecting $14 billion in losses in this year alone. Just setting $14 billion on fire, R&D, maybe the model gets a little bit better, who knows? That would make for $44 billion cumulative losses through 2028, which means, as we've said many times on this channel before, they will not be profitable at soonest, if they survive, until 2030. They're raking in money hand over fist. They made $20 billion in 2025, but their burn rate is 57% of their revenue, which you might say it's a new type of company. We don't really know how to value them, and that's fine. That's a good claim. It's a good thought. But when we look at Anthropic, their burn rate is expected to drop to about 9% by 2027. OpenAI says, no, full bore. We're going to keep it at 57%. We're going to go until the wheels fall off. The company is obviously in trouble. You'll remember that they declared a code red in December, where at that point and continuously, Google Gemini was beating them on benchmarks, and Anthropic took 40% of enterprise share, which was a huge shakeup, a huge upset. So SoftBank is making a $30 billion bet on a company that apparently the leadership does not even think will pay off for the next decade at soonest, a company that is burning money faster than investors can get them the money, and is led by somebody who is not an engineer and has never had a real job. By the way, if you like the hat, it's by Abandonware. The link is down there in the bio. And actually, this is related. In Karna 95, it makes me nostalgic. The other thing that makes me nostalgic is what's going on between SoftBank and OpenAI, because I start to wonder, I think I've actually seen this before. And hey, wasn't it with WeWork that the last time something like this went down? And in fact, you'd be right. This is the same bank that made the ridiculous WeWork play. It is not only structurally the same, it is the same in the features. Adam Neumann, who founded WeWork, was a huckster, a charlatan, a fraud, just like Sam Altman is. They have an incredible number of things in common. So you have a visionary founder, a massive out of proportion valuation, dreams of boiling the oceans, and SoftBank is right there to write the check. And the CEO of SoftBank, Masayoshi Son, he has been called the, quote, billion-dollar loser since 2020. So he cannot live this down even. The numbers on that were less severe, but still of the same magnitude. In 2023, SoftBank posted a $5.2 billion quarterly loss because of WeWork. So same guys saying, trust me, different this time. Give me those $10 so I can go bet. SoftBank made $20 billion on paper, which is not money, it's paper. And anyone who held .com stocks in 1999 will tell you the exact same thing. The question isn't, is OpenAI a real company that's providing value? It is. That's established at this point. These AI tools, to at least some degree, are extraordinarily helpful. The question is whether the juice is worth the squeeze, and whether SoftBank and other investors are making an extremely poor bet based on hype here. That's what history says so with the WeWork scheme and SoftBank's involvement in that. And that is what I say as the AI bubble begins to pop. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the mailing list down there below.